For the next 8 weeks, I'm aiming to drop fat, and as per usual, I'm going to be taking you all along with me. Hello, my name is T, and welcome to episode 1 of the Fat Loss Diaries, where over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be sharing with you the ins and outs of how to approach your fat loss journey and how you can make it as simple as possible. As someone that has previously lost 25 kg and helps other people to do this on the daily, you can count on me to keep it real, sis. So to kick off today's episode, I want to take you through my 5-step process that you should be doing before you kick off your journey so you have a correct baseline and an idea of knowing what you're doing for the weeks moving forward. Step 1, we need to collect the data. Weigh yourself first thing in the morning after you've gone to the bathroom and with minimal clothing on. Having our body weight is going to help us figure out our baseline for nutrition, which takes me to step 2, figuring out your calorie deficit. Now, what's a calorie deficit, you may ask? This is when you'll be burning more calories than what you consume, and this is basically the main ingredient of our fat loss. So having our body weight will help us figure out an estimation of how many calories we should eat daily. The easiest way to go about doing this is uploading your data to an online calculator. They're all pretty much the same, so pick one and go with it. Once you get your calorie target, we can then move on to step 3, setting a protein target. A high protein diet will make sticking to your calorie deficit easier because it's the most satiating macronutrient. Those of us that are in the fitness industry like to bang on about protein and so you probably have a hefty amount of understanding of what protein is and why it's so important. Aim for anywhere between 1.5 to 2 grams per kg of body weight or of your ideal body weight. For example, my goal weight is 80 kg, so I could sit anywhere between 120 to 160 grams of protein per day. Now, depending on what the goal is, I may tend to lean on the higher side, but the technicalities aren't overly important if you're a beginner losing fat. Once we've got that side of business handled, we can activate step 4, which is Operation Multiple Measures of Progress. We can't solely rely on the scales for fat loss because they're quite temperamental, so take progress pictures, measurements, and make a note of how you feel and how you're sleeping. This way you've got multiple ways to measure your progress and not just through a digital box on the floor. And step 5, have a clear start and end date. How many weeks are you planning to be in this phase for, and what's the intentions and the goal of this phase? We find that most people will fail at their fat loss because they feel like they're always in a dieting phase. So have a clear and concise time frame of when you'll be ending or at least taking a break. This means that you're more likely to work on it to your fullest potential and you have an end goal in sight. And with all those steps complete, you'll be ready to enter into your fat loss phase. So be sure to follow along so you don't miss out on episode 2 because I'm going to be that big sister advice that you need on your fat loss journey. And with all that being said, let my 8-week fat loss phase commence and let's get to work.